Hey, Jesse, how you doing?
All is well, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
The reason I'm calling is yesterday my wife wrote me this long letter,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of, I don't want to say it caught me off guard, but it was really hard to read. We've kind of had a sudden deteriorating relationship over the last month and a half, and I don't really understand it. I'm doing everything I know to do. She says she feels disconnected from me, and the fear of her leaving has suddenly got me in a bit of a panic. I've got two boys, and the imagination of what could happen
How
is
old are the
just
boys?
10 and 7,
And how long you been married to this lady?
12 years.
And why is she all of a sudden feeling disconnected?
She says that we're different. I've been through a lot. I've had a real stressful job that they laid me off in June. So it's been a rough year. In a rough 3 years, I worked there 3 years. And I brought a lot of that stress home, and I was trying to learn to manage it, but I didn't do the best job
What do you
of
mean?
that.
What were you doing to try to manage it? To learn
I
to manage?
mean, just trying to let it go, let go of the care of it, because what they would do is just hold the fear of, firing you or threat. They managed you with threats there. And we live in an area where if I lost that job, it was going to take a while to find, something similar
Oh,
that
okay.
works. Yeah, so I mean, I just had to deal with the fear of losing my job almost every day for 3 years.
Amazing.
And,
What
and
a
then it
horrible way to live.
and then it finally happened. And now, and she said, just quit, whatever. I'll support you, whatever. And so I finally get the opportunity to leave, and now she's threatening to leave because she says we're different. She says I'm a spiritual person, and she's not.
And did you, so they fired you or you quit?
I left. I mean, it's kind of a long story, but it was a mutual separation.
So your job did not fire you, you quit.
They encouraged me to leave.
Right, but they didn't fire
Yeah.
you.
They gave me separation papers. They encouraged me strongly to leave.
Did they fire you?
Yes, we'll just say they fired me.
So
Yeah.
the boss, the head of the company told you that you were fired?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you said you quit. It sounded like you quit.
Yeah.
All of a
I,
sudden, I'm feeling disconnected.
yeah. It was. I overheard my boss through the wall. She was in the office next to me. I overheard
You
her.
had a female boss?
I had a female boss.
What the?
I tried very hard to get on her good side,
She doesn't have one.
and and she had a very, very, forked tongue, two-faced, smiled on my face. She even did it that day, but I heard her through the wall just absolutely trashing me to human resources. And I was in shock. And I listened to this for about 20 minutes, and it just got worse and worse. And I was like, this is absurd, the things she's saying. Then I walked right into her office. I said, what did I just hear? I'm in shock. And she looked at me, and she was in shock that I heard. And then she said, well, you shouldn't be, eavesdropping. I said, you were yelling through the wall. I'm surprised everyone didn't hear you.
So did you go to human
I
resources?
went right to human resources. And they said, the relationship has soured. I think it's best that you leave.
Were those females or males that told you that?
The male told me that, but I mean, it's corporations today protect females, and they don't protect males.
Yeah, I know.
And then I went to a lawyer afterwards. The lawyer said, if you're willing to put on a dress, I can get you 6 months' salary. But if you're a white male, there's nothing I can do for you.
Amazing.
Those are his words. So.
And so they gave you a notice and you left.
They gave me a notice. They left. They treated me fairly under the circumstances. They gave me a nice severance package.
Oh, okay.
Which was admittance on their part that this was not fair to me. They
Right.
knew that, but they were protecting a female manager.
Amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So that's reality. But
yeah. What and so give me an idea what your wife said that caught so she want to leave you? Your wife want to leave you too?
That's what she's saying. She says she wants space. She wants to be alone. She doesn't feel connected to me.
And and you're surprised by that?
Well, she has started looking over the summer. Started looking sad, downcast. When I asked her what's wrong, she wouldn't tell me.
I'm so sad that you're leaving.
And we were under a lot of stress with the job situation. I was trying to just trust God, just walk through the process, and then I got admitted to the hospital about a month after that with COVID. Went through that, came out of that, and then
how old are you, Jason?
I'm 45.
Amazing, you're young. So what's your question for me?
I'm not sure how to posture myself with my wife. I almost feel like I don't really know what to do, how to respond to this, how to. The fear of it is my concern. I can't submit to the fear of her leaving, but I can't. I don't know. It's hard to escape the imagination of her leaving, and then I'm having to deal with my boys. And a friend of mine is going through divorce now, and it's about as ugly a picture. I can't imagine a worse picture of a family. And I know it's so common, but it destroys the kids. It ruins the man financially.
That's the woman's purpose, is to destroy the children and destroy the man. And
to me, if you're not connected to somebody, just go connect. It's just we'll walk over there and talk to them. I'm right here. You want to connect? Let's connect. I'm confused. I don't understand.
And so, are you hurt by losing her, or is she taking the boys with her too?
Well, she will have the leverage to do whatever she wants.
Because of the way the system is, right?
Yeah. So I'm watching my buddy just get robbed blind, and he didn't do anything.
And what's your question for me?
What do I do? Is my question.
I want you to know, Jason, that this is the best thing that can possibly happen to you. This is a blessing in disguise, and it is a wake-up call for you to return to the Father. You've been weak with the woman. You've been weak in life, dealing with life and things like that. The woman is your God. You're married to the wrong woman. And we all make stupid mistakes in that father state because we don't see what we're getting into. And so the first thing I would do is get all my money out the bank so she can't rip you off in the bank. And don't tell her that you're doing it, but go to the bank and take all your money out. And don't tell her you have it or where it is or anything, because she will take your money and she will destroy your boys and she will destroy you if you try to hold on to her. Count it all joy and let her go. And I want to encourage you to start working on you so you can see how to and overcome that fallen state. Return to the Father, return to God, and you'll be fine. This is a wake-up call for all men, really. They're seeing how wicked these women are, that you got the wrong woman. It's not from God, because if she were from God, she wouldn't be doing this. She's from Satan. But you didn't know it at the time because you were in a fallen state as well. But I would be glad to see it. And the pain that you're going to feel for the loss is your ego dying. You made the woman your God, and now your God is threatening it to leave. And you're going to feel that pain, but it's not a bad thing at all. It's an overcoming. So allow yourself to endure the pain, doubt every thought, and you'll be fine. And you'll come out on the other side as a son of God, and you will never have to go through this again because the Father will guide you.
Yeah, I thought the Father was guiding me up to this point. That's why I'm confused.
In the Father, there is no fear.
Yeah.
And so you have fear. You've been stressing, according to you. And in Him, there is no stress. There is no fear. There is no attachment to outer things, people, places, and things at all. And so if you have it, fine. If you don't, fine. He'll take care of you. So it's time for you to allow yourself to go through these things so you can overcome the woman and return to the Father.
So I should just let her go?
Yes, and let her go and be glad she's gone. And don't ask her to stay. Don't beg her to stay. Don't run after her. Let her go. I would try to protect my assets if I can, but if not, no big deal. You'll get that back. Hold on, Jason. I'll get to your super chats and D-Lives in a minute. I want to go back to Jason. His wife is telling him, according to Jason, that she doesn't feel connected. She feels disconnected. Let's see here. Jason.
Yes, sir.
When your wife says she feels disconnected, what she's saying is you're not worshiping me. You're not making me feel good. You're not making me feel like I'm a God. That's what she's saying.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I was hearing when I heard her say it.
Yeah.
And I kind of said to myself, I can't do that. I can't submit to what she's asking me to do, but I don't know what to do. She's miserable. I can see that.
Well, she's only miserable because she can't control you. Her ego is miserable because it wants to control you. Women, because they have no love and Satan is their father, they live off controlling others. And they live off controlling the children, the husband, the paint on the house, the dogs, because they have no love. And when they can't control you, they will try to destroy you because women don't have love. And when you said that you thought you were already connected to the Father, what did you mean by that?
I've been walking with God since the late 90s. I had to. He guided me to you. I was, he was speaking some things to my heart about men and women, and because the Christian church, they kind of effeminize men.
Yeah.
Not
kind of, they have.
Yeah. And I was in that for a long time and just totally was drinking the Kool-Aid. And then one day I was looking at my wife and he said, I made men and women different for a reason. And I just looked at my wife like, well, this kind of caught me off guard. And the next day I found one of your YouTubes and it just totally resonated with what I've heard in my heart. And I knew God had placed you before me. So I just started eating you up, and God, I realized I wasn't a man at all. I was a boy.
Yeah.
And, I was thankful for that. But becoming a man has been, I know you say it's instant, and I get that, but it's not been, I feel like God's been beating the crap out of me for years.
Well, what happened is you wake up at an instant, right? Those who are seeking, they wake up. But then they have to endure the pain of the ego within, right? You have to endure that pain. And the beauty is you have the Father in you now. You're back with him. The kingdom of heaven is within. And now you got to endure the pain. And so over the years, that's what you've been having to deal with, is the pain. And if you can endure, you will see on the other side that you have not endured in vain. It will all be amazing if you just go along with your day, allow yourself to go through it, doubt every thought, and you'll be fine. Are you doing the silent prayer every morning, every night?
I try to.
Are you doing the silent prayer every morning, every night?
I try to stay in that place, the silent prayer place.
Are you doing the silent prayer every morning, every night?
Yes.
And so you get up every morning, you do it before you start your day, and at night before bed, right?
Yes.
And you went to your parents and forgave?
Yeah. My mother was passed away.
Oh, okay. But listen.
That would have helped a lot, but I went to my dad.
Jason, allow yourself to go through what you got to go through now. And because you should love God with all your heart, soul, and might, along with nothing else. And this woman know that you love your kids. She know that you had this wrong kind of love for her. And by her threatening to take it away, it's an attempt to control you. And so allow yourself to go through it so you will become the light of the world. And if God meant for you to have a wife, he'll make it possible. If not, you'll be fine. And your kids will eventually come back to you too. It look like they won't, but they will, because whatever the father is what the kids will be.
Yeah, I need to be a man for their sake.
Yes.
Most of all.
Don't let them see you whining and begging this woman to stay. Do not cater to her. Do not argue with her. You just watch it. You tell her, you know what, you can go, but you're not taking my kids. And let's say the law comes and say, you got to take them. Okay, you can have them. But do not beg, do not whine. Go through this. Endure this so that you can overcome the female nature.
What do I do for her? I guess just be
kick her to the curb. What do you mean? What do I do for her?
I mean, I care about her. Even now, I want to do what's best for her. And
what do you think is best for her? The best thing you can do for her is be honest with her about what she's doing, how evil she is.
She's listening to you along with me, and then she's kind of grown tired to hearing women are evil.
And now the evil about to come out of her.
Right.
I would remind her of that if I were you. If she wasn't evil, she wouldn't be trying to take your children. She would not be leaving her husband. It's evil that got her doing that.
Right, and her mind's caught up in illusion right now.
Yes, absolutely. So I would remind her of that, but I wouldn't beg her to stay.
Yeah, I haven't begged her to stay. I've told her if that's what she wants. I mean, the last thing I told her was, if this is what you want, just know it's going to wreck your boys. It'll wreck our family. But if you think you're going to be happier going down this path, and I promise you, you will not. But if you think you will, then there's the door.
There you go.
But that's not what I want to see. I want her to stay. I want my family to stay together.
Absolutely. But not bad enough where you whimper and whine and beg and worry about it. Have faith, you'll be fine.
Yeah. But I guess the real reason I was calling, is there validity in what she's saying? I don't feel connected, because that sounds like a bunch of, I want to cuss on the phone right now. A bunch of BS.
It's not real life. It's an attempt for the woman to control the man.
Yeah.
And what she's become, men, when they first meet the woman, they cater to her ego.
Right.
They make her feel good. They make her feel like...
Yeah, and that's the way I was, and she refers back to that time, and I said, but I was a wimp. I was pathetic.
That's
I can't
right.
do that.
Yeah.
I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no way you can go back to that, even if you try.
Yeah.
But that's what she's saying, so that's not the right way to go. But women love to be catered to because they're empty. And they don't know that they too need to return to the Father. They're really looking for a father's love. But they get catered to when the man first meet them and make them feel good about being raw, they the queen, I love you. The guys spend money on them and all kind of stuff, right? And then if you ever stop doing that, I don't feel connected. I feel disconnected. And weak guys go out of their way trying to fulfill that, not knowing that you can never please a woman. And you should never try, because her ego is not of love.
And most Christian guys that I've known would say that's my responsibility to do that very thing.
Right, because they've been brainwashed in many cases, because when I counsel with these guys, their mothers are telling them that you have to treat a woman special. You have to be special. No, you don't. You're being special to evil. You're getting caught up. And then they've been told that in the churches. They hear it in the media. And the guys are being trampled over and destroyed because they're trying to satisfy evil. Men are to lead, not to follow.
Yep.
God in Christ, Christ over man, man over woman, woman over children. You can never please a woman by being weak. So what I recommend, and I'm not there, you're there in your own situation. I recommend, what do you think of when I say make sure you take your money out the bank before she steals it all?
I can't imagine her doing that. But
you didn't imagine her doing what she's doing now.
Exactly.
You don't
Exactly.
understand how evil these women are.
Yeah.
If
Well,
she would take your children from you,
it's
she
not
would
her;
take.
it's the evil in her.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So don't imagine it happening. Just sit back and let her rip you off.
Right. I don't have a whole lot right now.
So,
I really don't.
so you don't mind her stealing that?
Well, of course I mind it, but it's just I don't know. It's a when it rains it pours type of season these days.
But
So,
this is not raining. This is a blessing for you that look
Yeah.
like it's a rain. This is a wake-up call for you to endure and grow up and overcome.
overcome the fear.
Yes. And doubt every thought, no matter what the thoughts tell you, what you're going through right now, doubt every thought. Everyone.
I even woke up this morning. It was like someone had put a blanket over me of just fear and all kind of crazy thoughts. And
Yeah.
I just sat up in bed and I said, "Get behind me, Satan!" Right out of the Bible. But it actually,
Yeah.
when I said that, that lifted right off of me.
Right on.
So it
Right on.
told me exactly where these thoughts are coming from. Yeah.
All thought, and this is going through this thing with the job situation, and now this woman, Satan gonna work your mind like 90 going north.
He's trying.
And if you believe him, he'll have you doing some of the craziest things, making a fool of yourself, and
Right.
eventually you just want to hurt yourself or whatever, right? Doubt every thought, man. Doubt
Right.
every thought, and when you're caught up in a thought, just endure it. Keep doing what's in front of you, and the Father will guide you. And this thing with losing the job, He has a better opportunity for you. Maybe start your own business or getting a better job. Don't worry. The Father will take care of His own. So for right now, I would explain to her that what she's doing is wrong. And she's been listening to Justin pretending that she understood. Why would she let evil drive her to destroy the family at this point? Just because she feels disconnected. She's not supposed to have her ego catered to like that.
Right.
And so,
And I haven't gone anywhere, so we can reconnect.
That's right.
I mean,
In the right way.
right.
But remember, if she continue and she leave, do not be calling her. Do not go after her. You just be yourself. Continue to live. You'll be fine. You got to endure this stuff. You must endure. I learned the hard way. I didn't know. I had no one to talk to about it, so I didn't know. I had to endure, and I'm so grateful for it now. When it was happening, though, I wasn't grateful because I didn't understand what was going on. But now that it's past, I clearly understand it. It was a gift from God.
So I need to be thankful.
That's right. When you've done all you could do to stand, you got to stand some more within.
Right.
And count it all joy when you're feeling the pain. Tribulations work as patience in your life. Hello?
Yes, sir. I'm just taking it in.
So you'll be fine, man. It doesn't seem like it in this moment, but this is the best time of your life. This is the best time of my life. My life. It doesn't feel like it though. That thing in you feel horrible, but it's not you. And and unfortunately, because you catered to this woman in the beginning, and that's what got her.
Yeah.
And now you're paying the price for it.
Right.
But you couldn't see at the time what you were getting into.
I didn't know any better.
We don't know better. We don't see what we are getting into in that fallen state. Wrong seem right, and right seem wrong.
Yeah. And she has wanted that return to those days. She said that before, and I think this is what that's all about.
Well, she'll just go out and find some other weak soul and she'll use him to make her feel good in her ego.
Yeah.
And she'll destroy him.
She's also spending a lot of time with her friends, and I suspect she's complaining to them, and they're telling her, what they think.
Absolutely.
Which is.
And they're going to help her to do wrong.
Now.
They're going to help her to do wrong, and she'll live to regret it.
Yes, she will. I don't think she sees it.
Yeah.
But this is not going to end. There's no good ending to this.
That's right. It's a good ending for you if you endure.
Yeah.
And doubt every thought and start looking for another job or find some handy work to do or start your own little business and doubt every thought. And when you doubt every thought, you will see you can't help but have faith in the Father, and He is working on your behalf.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been job hunting, and so I've come really close several times. But
there are a lot of jobs out there now. Everybody and their mama looking for employees, so you're going to find a job.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a job now. It's just not at the same level where I was.
But that's fine. You'll get back to that and beyond. Endure all things with a sense of joy, meaning don't complain, don't worry, don't poor me or all that kind of crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Men are created to endure. Nothing is personal.
So in other words, I have what it takes. I just need to believe that.
Absolutely. You are a son of God. You have it. You're just overcoming more of the fallen state within you. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason you will doubt that is if you listen to the thoughts.
Right.
But if you beg this woman to stay or you cater to her ego, you will live to regret it. She will destroy you anyway.
Yep.
Because you would send a loud message to her that she's in control.
Right.
And men don't understand the evil nature of a woman. It is evil. It is pure evil because of the fall.
I don't think she realizes it. I think she's hurting.
What do you mean hurting?
Well, I mean, I can see she's in pain.
What kind of pain?
Internal pain, or maybe that's a put on for me.
Yeah, don't fall for it, man.
But it looks like she's just miserable.
If she were miserable, she'd sit down and stay with her husband.
Yeah.
She want to control you again. And it's not her, but it's that thing that's in her.
Yeah. I mean, she's not going to get control of me.
Nice. Absolutely.
It's not going to happen, but I don't want to see her leave.
Right.
And my boys aren't going to understand it. They're just, that's really.
Fathers love their children.
Oh man, it's
and the world know that. That's why the world used the woman to destroy the man's children, because they know by destroying the man's children, it's going to almost destroy the man.
Yeah.
And the man is created in the image of God, and they hate that image. But I got to run, man, but you'll be fine. Call me again. But one day at a time, don't respond to any thoughts at all. Because if you do, you'll do the wrong thing. Just do what's in front of you, endure the pain, get up every morning, go to work or look for a job, put one foot before the other, 1 feet before the other one, and you'll be fine. I'm telling you, you will get past this if you endure. Because now you have the light of the Father to fight the darkness of the imagination, of the thoughts.
Got it. I appreciate it.
I wish you well.
Appreciate you taking my call.
Yep. Absolutely, buddy.
Okay.
Amazing.
Take care.
Okay. Amazing. You got to do it, guys. Otherwise, you're going to be destroyed. Because when you watch the anti-God media antichrist government, antichrist race hustlers and pushers, and these conservative who are pushing girls and women over men. There's no fight for the man at all. They may wear the name Republican or conservative, but they're not for you. You're on your own, except the Father's with you. At some point, you got to start doing this, or they're going to chew you up and spit you out. It's not a joke, but it's nothing to worry about. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.